So, last night I went and saw a movie for the first time in about 6 months now because of COVID restrictions. I went to my local drive-in and I watched The Invisible Man. Now, this movie was absolutely awesome. I cannot upstate how blown away I was by this movie. This was like a perfectly directed horror movie. And the main character is just so unbelievably relatable because you root for this character throughout the entire film. You feel for this character of just what is this presence that is just tormenting this character, and every time you see any of the other characters like not believe her, you really feel for her because you feel her suffering, you feel her pain, and you feel her paranoia, which you can really feel throughout the entire film. And this film really actually did make me feel, which is something not a lot of horror movies can do. And I don't want to get too spoiler heavy here, but you also understand the villain's motive as well. I mean, like, there are so many horror movies that just leave you in the dark, but with this one, everything is basically revealed to you, and it's such a breath of fresh air in the horror genre to see a movie like this being made. What else? So yeah, the directing and the whole just cinematography was all spot on. It was basically perfect in that manner, and every single character in this movie is relatable, and you can see how this fear of this invisible man doesn't just drive the main character insane up the wall, but you can also see how this character also preys on every single character in the entire film. And there are still a couple of scenes from this movie that I didn't completely understand, but it made me feel, and that's all really that matters from a horror movie. I mean, like, the worst crime a horror movie can do is not make you feel scared, and this one did. And I love it for that. And I am going to give this one a 10 out of 10 because this is the best horror movie that I've seen in years. And I can't wait to see it again, so I can just keep on analysing it. Anyway, huge kudos to the director of this film and everyone on board, because you did a really good job, and this movie was amazing. That's all I really have to say about it, without spoiling anything. I might get around to doing a spoiler review maybe once I've watched the movie a few more times, but apart from that, I highly recommend that you go see this in any theatre that you can find that is still open, or on VOD. I watched it in a drive-in theatre, which is the only theatre that is actually open in the entire state of Queensland at the moment, I think. I'm not too sure about that, but that's where I saw it. But anyway, I'm going to give this a flat out 10 out of 10, one of the best horror movies I've seen in quite some time, and definitely, well, when I say one of the best movies I've seen all year, I've only seen about 2 in the theatre, but this was an absolutely amazing film, so go see it, that's all I have to say.